Canelo Alvarez looking to defend and unify the titles. His talent is indeed equal to the mega popularity that he's achieved in his young career, while Austin Trout wants to silence the crowd and bring both belts back to luster. The sea of humanity here at the Alamo Dome in super welterweight history, the first since 2004 when Winky Wright defeated Shane Mosley. Defeated fighters was Felix Trinidad versus Fernando Vargas.
And Austin Trout coming forward.
Well, again, it comes just waiting to erupt for something Canelo's doing.
Canelo designed the black and pink truck, looking to find his rhythm.
Trout is not going to come to him. He's just going to jab him until he finally starts. So now it's Canelo. He's got to come forward, and that's what Trout wants.
Yeah, he just went downstairs with the straight left to the body like we saw him do many times. Last fight, this is his 152nd round as a pro. The fan Texas, it's been known as a cauldron of controversy when it comes to combat sports over the...
If he can maintain distance and maintain control with the jab, he'll be able to do it.
For the moment, at least, Trout is controlling the real estate in this fight. Again, as
round, Canelo coming off a 5th round TKO win against Jose Cito Lopez to set up a liver liquefying left hook, and there's a lead left hook as he swarms.
Canelo showed his lack of experience. He already was losing patience. Swung a wild right hand.
Deep breath. Nice and clear. Don't go out there and start throwing everything in one round.
Get right back on top of him.
Freddie Roach also was in the ring against the late great Hector Macho Camacho. The bell, round 200.
Landed 8, but it's the number he threw that was impressive.
With a counter jab like that, or he's got to start making Trout think about using that jab.
That's an issue. Yes, you're fighting a lefty, but in order to get inside, you have to jab your way.
There is a bigger difference in experience than some might think. More current world champions. Trout has faced just one.
Not in the chest there, but this is the distance Canelo needs to start landing. And there's
a right hand that connects for
took the punch well.
Yeah, Canelo
starting
used to bullying his opponents in the past, especially this.
Consistently slipped the jab to his own left, so he kind of met him with that.
Get 3 right hands. That third one connects on the temple. Trout backing up momentarily, and really Canelo has not faced a pure lefty since Richard Cano in 2000. 30 seconds remaining in the second stand. An amazing atmosphere. Absolutely.
Keep circling, keep using your jab, keep touching the body. First round you hit him a nice
puncher. Canelo can throw combinations as well. That left hook set up the right uppercut. Pulled the head down of Austin Trout. And
how he landed it from so far away.
Yes.
Well, that explained it out.
There you go. Who knew?
Welterweight championships. Undefeated kingpins, putting it all on the line.
Alvarez, he has a chin. He's been hit by both fighters extraordinarily well.
And Canelo almost took his...
Both have thrown the exact amount of power punches as southpaw stance. Canelo looking to jab. Lead right hook. 1-2 that catches Canelo. Canelo lunging in. Swarming Trout.
Trout's very effective at dealing with it.
Midpoint of the 3rd round.
Back in stalking position.
There's a 1-2 coming. Straight right hand from Canelo. Trout along the ropes. Canelo comes in. Trout does a good job of avoiding the punches at section. Less than a minute remaining in the 3rd round.
Range, and Alvarez just missing with the uppercut.
In the body, slow down the fleet-footed Trout.
You see a lot of...
Good point.
Take a deep breath.
They're his biggest fan, MJ Trout, put him in boxing when he was the Elijah 5, and his sister Candace, all in attendance here. So there is a... Trout pops Canelo's head back with the...
Trout in the running total has thrown 157 punches to 94 for Alvarez. Trout is the busier fighter. Whether that impacts the judges, we'll see.
Known for his precision, but it does mitigate his modest output, which is slightly below the 58 junior middleweight norm.
Definitive round so far, you can say, was the first round.
And Canelo lunging forward, not Gauging the
defensive liabilities sometimes of Canelo. He is slipping now a lot of the jab.
stapled to his cheek. High guard on the right side, and there he blocks 1-2 combination.
And that's what Canelo,
Uppercut by Canelo.
that's what Canelo has to be careful.
30 seconds left in the fourth round. Trout again looking to step downstairs. There's Canelo with the jab and then the straight right to the sternum. Canelo, that stings. Trout comes back with a straight left to the...
Can't seem to land that second power shot to follow up the combination.
How are you feeling it? Good?
This is where Canelo Alvarez was able to land that solid jab. And
many Canelo fans in attendance. His father, Santos. Canelo the dome as we begin round 5.
all of the sons boxed, and there was actually a family filled with boxing tradition.
More when Showtime crew has it unofficially.
You can see that draw. Both Paulie and I have a slight edge for Canelo, and these rounds are. And we should point out that they will be telling, because of the WBC, what the scores are of the fight. After
one thing, Trout started this fight trying to be the boss with the jab, but these last couple of rounds, using his jab, it's not quite landing as effectively as it was earlier.
Canelo using some bobbing and weaving, trying to avoid Trout's jab.
and something of note to just stop the aggression of Canelo Alvarez. It's
to make Canelo think twice about being so aggressive. A solid counter shot.
A minute here as Trout now beginning to connect as the public enemy #1 for the southpaw.
Yeah, excuse me, Amar.
Fifth frame. Good head movement by Canelo, avoiding the front, trying to befuddle Trout. Trout though. Opened on May 15, 1993. There have been 8 boxing events.
He was able to use that cuffing right hand to push Canelo, slipping a lot of the punches that Austin Trout's throwing. And we talk about the fact that good example of him getting better on defense.
He almost had a smirk. I can box too.
But Trout threw more than 30 more punches in that last round.
And Alvarez looking to bring the WBA belt back.
It was the same as ours. Two judges had it 1 point. One judge had it even. That was through 4 rounds.
Canelo sticks the jab. Trout.
He doubled that right hand up. Oh, he's hurt.
Lead left hook connects by Canelo. Uppercut by Canelo. Now going to the uppercut well.
And Austin Trout's committed to the body work.
Later, they get interest.
Yes, they do. Canelo, to me, looks like he...
Taking a look at the total body shots landed. An edge for Canelo.
And as many.
Under a minute remaining in the 6th round here at the Alamo Dome. And the counter shot from Trout.
Trout's controlling this round, and Canelo keeping his hands very low.
You're not throwing. Canelo doing a good job, though, of avoiding a lot of the punches.
Punch this round. He's kind of a stationary target. He's moving a little bit here, but he started the round with good body shots, and the head movement stopped.
The left hook to the body by Trout.
Stationary for those straight shots Trout's throwing, although it's a good counter from him.
Counter.
Volume work from Trout, though, has been much better in this round, and that body work...
We've reached the midpoint as a nice right uppercut.
He hit a wall. Good exchange from these two fighters. That was a little earlier in the round where Trout was able to turn this round around, though, as the round continues. In this round, we take a look at Canelo with his hands low. Some are not getting there, but Trout was controlling the action, ripping shots to 19 punches to 9 in the last round, did Austin Trout.
Halfway point case when you have a conventional fighter, and there is Canelo dropping Trout with a straight right.
Trout winking at Canelo like...
Trout goes down for the first time in his professional career. Trout trying to survive another overhand right. A counter left from...
Trout's fighting back, though.
When you have a orthodox fighting his southpaw, the feet get tangled, makes him looking for the home run.
Every round sharp, just like it's the middle of the round. Trout came out to a lazy jab.
Another right hand connects.
Shots.
He is finding a home for that overhand right. Confidence as Trout comes behind the guard. left hand. Final minute of the 7th stanza.
He was hurt badly, and it was early in the round. He's had to get through a long part of the...
Almost done better than Canelo since he's been hurt.
Canelo rips a right hand to the... Wants to circle away from the right. There's Trout with the...
Because we know Trout can be hurt, even in the rounds in which he does...
Trout hits him with the jab, misses with the left, and Canelo...
This round started. Did you think it would end with Trout walking down Canelo?
No.
3,000 getting their money's worth thus far.
Down in his career. A jab that set the stage for the... Now the point is, he was hurt badly early in the round, sent down as you see the 9 round. That's the question.
Yeah, I made it 10-9 by Canelo to start the round. I mean, we knew he could punch going in, and he showed it right to start the round.
This fight's going to be won in the second half, but even though Trout came back in that 7th round, I thought his...
And Canelo got kind of tired toward the end of that last round, so we'll see which...
It almost seems like Canelo saves it up. He goes through spurts where he's not throwing very much, and then all of a sudden saves up that energy, so that when he does explode, there's a lot of power there.
Yep, good point.
Against Zab Judah from the Barclays Center in Brooklyn, tweeting...
Man, some of these rounds could go either way.
At some point would be the power that Canelo Alvarez has shown. But
are in Texas, you never know how the judges here will see things. Just ask Paulie Malignaggi. Trout now has Canelo on the ropes, and Trout lands a straight left, now flashes the jab.
But Canelo saves it up. He doesn't get hit very clean all the time, but he gives up a lot. Austin Trout making the round, making the fight.
Your fighter in this match, so that has bearing as well.
I'll tell you one thing to note, has Austin Trout woken up since being knocked, and intelligently.
Yes, good point.
He's fighting in spurts. He's tired, and that's why he's only fighting in spurts.
Burke explains that they believe Alvarez is tired, and this is kind of some of the not punching and just letting Austin Trout dictate the tempo.
The guy miss like that, you have to at least throw some pot shots. You have to make the other guy
through 59 punches to only 28 for Canelo Alvarez.
Begins.
You know, Lawrence Cole, the third, has let them fight. Good right hand
Feet
by
getting
Canelo.
tangled there. Look through. And there Canelo digs away with a couple of short right uppercuts. And there's a nice straight left from Trout as the action picks up here in the... Right hand to the body by Canelo.
You know, Canelo's pushing those right forward.
There's another right hand. Trout shit.
Canelo told us that patience was important in this fight, but the won't let him do well in the latter part of the rounds, or left the fight.
Left uppercut by
Cotto. Didn't expect to see too much in this fight, but he's landed it.
Trout putting together Rory remaining in the 9th. There's a straight right hand. Trout throwing punches that time as Canelo ducks. Showmanship from Canelo.
He's feeling confident. There's a little shuffle there. But Trout's that jab and keep wasting energy like that.
Well, he's expending a lot of energy, showboating, but not throwing anything. Roars at a jab by Canelo.
That's the $1,000,000 question now.
That's it. Not the 10th round. Now you got to throw a little more. Step it up.
Don't let him catch you with his shots. Don't aim at his head.
That stun. Drink that. Mouthpiece.
And we've been told that after 8:45 from Canelo Alvarez.
And I'll tell you what, the guy who has an 87
State of Texas in the past. Trout's camp very cognizant.
Pick up the pace, and here's the point: it makes Trout fight a totally different fight.
Yeah, he's going to the teeth of the lion, so to speak, because Canelo's the puncher. Although Trout lands a good shot.
Exercise in open scoring, or at least semi-open scoring.
We're in Texas.
And it shows that 64.
And Canelo just landed another overhand again. Resets. There's a 1-2 combination by the side. Finds the chin of Trout again as he ducks that right hand by Canelo.
And that's an example.
Remember, Austin.
This has been Canelo Alvarez landed.
And he lands another straight right.
He throws him about once a minute. And the rest of the round, a lot of times, is controlled by
Trout with a straight left. Canelo misses with the right hand. Counter left from...
This round is the perfect example. There have been about 2 or 3 that have looked good, but Trout has really controlled, for the most part, the whole rest of the round.
Canelo done with the showboating for a moment again. with the high Gamo Dome.
Austin Trout, for much of that round, was able to land fairly effectively, gets the good, strong. Canelo Alvarez had a couple of very big moments in the round. Looked like it should have hurt Austin Trout even more than it did. It did buckle him momentarily.
Here's another fact to think about. According to the official scores, Trout will need a knockout.
Championship rounds here in front of nearly 40,000 at the Alamo Dome in Santa.
Canelo, 2 points for Steve and 1 for Paulie.
Know what that means? Watching the fight, good uppercut there by Canelo. For those of us that are actually watching the fight,
left hand to the body by Trout titles.
Neither man has
And at
lost.
the end of the day, that's all that really matters. The three judges.
They're both undefeated. Neither has lost a 12-rounder. 5-0 for Trout, 6-0 for Alvarez.
they mentioned in Canelo's corner to get aggressive. These are the championship rounds, and he seems like he loved the commitment to the jab by Trout, though. Regardless, he stays committed to it.
Overhand though connects. Wants to double up, but for the most part, we
really haven't seen as much combination punching from Trout as we saw in the Cotto.
The quality of these two boxers, it's hard to hit either one with a solid or clean.
90 for Canelo Alvarez.
Right uppercut connects with 35 seconds left in the 11th round. Left uppercut to the body. There's a right uppercut to the torso by Canelo. Catch now, Canelo coming forward. Counter. Now they exchange. Single shot to the 12th and final round here in Texas. Title unification fight.
One more round, just relax. You got to do this as a perfect round.
Keep that head moving.
Trout was buckled by another one of those uppercuts.
The lead foot, he had his foot on his lead foot.
Sign of sportsmanship as we are set for the 12th and
Their feet. You know, here's a dilemma about open scoring. Now that the fight is out of reach of Fish, solid defense this round. So let's see what he does. But he knows all he has to do is telling shots.
now Trout. Uppercut. Go crafty southpaw, more of a defensive first fighter, but now unloading uppercuts. Canelo comes back with an overhand right. The minute mark of this final round. Right hand connects by Canelo.
Who had the scores read to him by the corner of Austin Trout. So presumably that information is correct.
A minute and a half remaining.
I should say from Canelo's corner, excuse me.
Body. Trout with a straight left catches.
All of our cards up in the air. Yet it kills the final round drama. And even Canelo knows it. Because this fight's been so competitive, you would see both guys going for it in this last round.
Here's trying to do his best to avoid the attack of Trout. Now Trout on the offensive. Canelo misses with a 1-2. Body by Canelo. Straight left by Trout. 20 seconds. Siders and hardcore fans predicted we are on to a 12-round distance fight. We're going to the Texas.
And it presumably created a 10-8 round, maybe. This is from a straight right hand. This happened really only seconds into the 7th round.
13.
And you look at it and you will see again the right hand. It was kind of a lazy.
Canelo told himself to start the round. I know this guy's going to come out jabbing. I'm going to plant myself and throw a counter.
Trout had done well, and we thought Canelo Alvarez was starting to look tired.
The Ring Magazine, the vacant Ring Magazine 154-pound belt.
We see.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 12 rounds of action, we have a unanimous decision. Oren Schellenberger sees it 116 to 111. He is now the WBC, WBA, and Ring Magazine's Guadalajara